goddamn years.
Well, I had an iMac for a while, and now I just bought a Mac Mini
Oh,
that I
okay.
hope lasts a long time.
I've heard
But
good
we'll
things
see.
about their desktops. It's their
Yeah.
laptops that I've really struggled with, where it's like. So I'm using like the 2017, 2016 MacBook Pro right now, and at
Right.
the end of my first warranty, I had to take it in, and they had to pretty much gut the machine and replace it, and now
Oh my
it's
god.
on its way out again. And it's unfortunate because the Mac OS is the environment that I am most comfortable doing software development in.
Right.
So it's not like I can just go and buy not a Mac for the next
Right.
thing.
Exactly. You're stuck in the ecosystem.
Exactly.
I'm the same way. I use their Logic, their music writing software, primarily.
Yeah.
So I am stuck with Apple.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, I don't know. I used to build PCs and stuff in high school when I was like a big gamer and all that kind of stuff. But ever since I started doing music, I got into the Apple stuff.
Seems like they have
I
good
just wish,
software for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just wish they would. I just wish they would innovate more. It just doesn't. It's like it's been pretty stale for the past, I don't know, decade.
It's like they know. I mean, I guess it is that they know they've trapped you.
Exactly.
Also,
Yeah.
Oh, Tony, you want to close
yeah,
the door?
terrible though he is, Steve Jobs is gone now, and has been for
Exactly.
some time, and he was kind of, I feel, the source of a lot of that innovation.
Right.
And now they're just kind of squandering all the goodwill they have in the market.
Yeah. No, nothing new. I mean, I guess they just like their new iMacs. They put in new what they like a new processor. I think they switched away from Intel or something like that. And so like that's something new, but it also means that like it'll take 4 years for software to catch up with their new system. So
Sure.
I can't use that.
I
Yeah.
won't cheat. I won't start early.
Yeah, you have to draw them as the songs are going. Also,
Oh yes, I guess how are we gonna do this?
so we've got the soundtrack up in a Chrome window.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The main
Also,
concern is how do we adjust the volume of the music such that it isn't.
that was fine when we played the game the other day.
That's true.
Yeah. So Brandon, if you want to see what's going on in chat, you
Oh,
can go
yeah.
to twitch.tv/black_tabby_games.
It just
I wonder if I just bring that up on my iPad. I'll have like a little second screen.
Okay,
Another
then you
Apple
can-
product.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Thank you so much for doing this with us.
Oh, I am excited.
We have been getting so many specific compliments about the music.
You have no idea how happy that makes me.
I think it's a huge reason why people enjoy the game so much.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank
It was
you.
really cool. The first time you sent me the build and I opened it, it was surreal playing a game with my music.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Okay, yeah, I got the chat up.
Hi, Sophie. Hello.
Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
I'm gonna say we're gonna chat until like 7:20, and then we'll start playing, so people can trickle in.
That's a good idea.
Sure.
It seems, for like I the past week or two has been like a total immersion in Twitch best practices. It seems like every streamer just chills for like half an hour before they start something.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
I'm just alright. So we got that. Gonna take this screenshot.
Oh yeah, you gonna tweet for me?
I sure am.
Sweet. We had a pretty cool storm here earlier today, which was unexpected, as it is fall now. But I liked it. It's good ambiance.
The only problem with storms in fall is that it makes the leaves wet and it ruins the whole
The whole
aesthetic.
It
crisp
does. They
aesthetic.
get
Yeah.
gross.
You want
they
the-
stick
yeah.
to you.
Yes.
Alright, Abby, how's this for the tweet from your account? Tony and I are live with at Wondrous Sound to listen to the Scarlet Hollow soundtrack and speed draw the characters from each track. We're just chatting now. and we'll start listening at around 7:20. Come by and hang out with us. Screenshot of the stream, link to the stream.
Works
Great.
for me. Yeah, so if
Tony
you
and
have
I
hit
are
the big
live with
time-
some jerk.
Yeah. I found this guy on the internet.
I guess you
Yeah.
did.
I'm gonna give it a retweet blast. There we go.
I'm doing the same from our game account. I hate Twitter. I mean, it's
I do
nice
too.
that Twitter exists, but I do not like having to use it.
I'm the same way. I try to avoid it when I can.
It's exhausting. I feel like I've been overloading people with all of my tweeting about this wonderful project that I want them to look at.
Well, to be honest, that's why I started like getting back on Twitter more, just to see what people were saying about the game and everything.
Nice.
It's been very
Make sure I was
nice.
promoting it.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, people have been so kind.
All of the English Steam reviews have only had nice things to say, and there have only been a couple not nice, not English reviews. Most of which it's only 2 negative reviews right now, and they both got kind of mad that you can choose third gender in the game.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't
so,
even have to worry about that.
You know,
It would have really hurt if they were like, well, the game's just okay.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what would have really gotten to me.
You know,
I always hate when there's more options, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I hate
because-
that there's this button I don't personally want to click.
Right.
Yeah, there was one person who was just like, I hate that this game makes you choose a gender before you've even started playing. And it's like, wait, do you know what video games are? Have you ever played one before? Some of them don't even let you pick. They're just like, you are this guy. His name.
Yeah, that's true.
is
His name is Master Chief, and
This is who you are.
this is terrible.
My name is, what's his name? Witcher. My name is Witcher.
Yeah, my name is
Yeah.
Henry Cavill.
Geralt?
Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald.
Gerald? Is it Gerald or Geralt? I think it's probably Geralt.
Yeah.
Master Chief is best girl. Oh, just realized we are, I guess, competing. Maybe, I don't know when it starts, but with the vice presidential debate.
Was that tonight?
Hard pass, yeah, it's tonight.
Yeah.
Well, at least it'll keep us off the internet.
Yeah.
People will just flood in here once that starts, I guess.
Exactly.
It's like a
Twitter will
safe
become
space.
toxic to look at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, do people actually care about vice presidential debates is the thing?
No.
But what else are they going to do with their time?
It is funny, though, like, people will... do you remember Hillary Clinton's vice president candidate?
Tim
Oh my
Kaine?
God.
Tim
No,
Kaine.
I don't.
That's
Yeah, I mean, that's
Most-
the thing, right?
most people forget entirely.
Yeah, I don't remember that guy. I couldn't have said his name if I had
Yeah,
wanted to.
sure says a lot about the quality of that choice, I'd say. I feel like you want a VP candidate who, like, I don't know, people remember.
Yeah.
I guess. But I suppose if you don't win, then there's no point anyway.
Yeah, right,
And you're
Sophie?
definitely
Right.
not going to remember.
Sophie says, I only care about the ventilation system in that room. I don't know if y'all saw this, but so people have been, like, tried to dig and be like, okay, so, like, Trump had a COVID diagnosis, like, a day or 2 days after the debate. When was the last time before the debate that he tested negative? And people were, like, shuffling their feet about it. And apparently just, like, 2-3 weeks ago or something like that, he decided, I don't like being tested, so I'm not going to do it anymore. We're just going to rely on testing everyone around me. So who knows how long he's had it. Absolutely unreal.
This is supposed to be
Yeah,
escapism,
unbelievable.
Tony.
It always bleeds in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's true. Hard not to think about. It's almost like it's important.
Yeah. But not as important as video games.
Yeah.
Video games are much more
The
important.
most important
They're
thing
fun.
in life.
They're existentially horrifying in the fun way.
Yeah.
You can turn it off.
Walk away, take a break.
signed up for this site today that like I guess it lets you put your
Sorry, I was not expecting you to just like rattle off the summary.
like indie game out, and then they've got a bunch of streamers who will be like, I'll stream this or I'll make a YouTube video for X dollars, which is pretty cool. But some of the people who have been approaching us, just like, I see your channel is entirely in Portuguese. Are you sure you want to make content about a wholly text-based English game?
Right.
More power to you.
Speak English, so suppose you never know.
Well, I mean, it's more if every single video on their channel has like a Portuguese title, and anytime you click a video, they're speaking Portuguese. It's less a question of like, does this creator speak English, which I assume most of the time is yes, and more a question of does that content actually fit on this channel?
Right.
But if they want to do it,
Yeah, well,
that gets the word out
here's
there
the
to
thing.
Portugal.
There's no
Works
ability
for
to
me.
message people. I just have to accept or decline or negotiate on their offer. So I can't double check
Weird.
with them. Because if I could check, I'd be like, oh, hey, I just want to make sure that this works. But otherwise, it's like I don't wanna like just go ahead and pay someone and then have them realize, oh, this is English only, and then have it not work
Yeah.
out.
Oh, maybe they also assume we have translations, which we barely have all of our typos sorted out. We definitely don't have it in
The
another
game's
language.
barely in English as is.
English enough, at least.
Yes, most people can work out what we've said. Well, it's pretty good. I think we've caught, well, I won't say most of them. I have no idea. Every time somebody streams it, they're like, hey, I caught 3 or 4 typos. And it's like, no.
I
Not
just
more
can't
of them.
keep up with it anymore.
Yeah.
Too much other stuff going on.
Oh, did you wind up
Is it-
putting out that? Sorry?
I was gonna say, what does it say about me if I never caught any of them?
Phew!
I just breezed right on by.
You're our target demographic.
By the way, some
The
York is
illiterate.
bad. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, thank you.
Good joke, CS Jones. Gosh, what was I gonna say?
Oh, did you put up that?
The update?
The pouch? Patch? Whatever.
No, I got distracted by marketing stuff today. I will be putting out the patch first thing tomorrow morning.
Maybe more people will catch typos before then.
I am not recompiling this.
Alas, they will go unfixed.
Yeah, no, the big thing in the next patch is when you're talking to Stella about your life, we've added a new job where you can say that you're a streamer, which I thought would be pretty funny, given how many people have been streaming this game. And they get there and they're like, look, it's actually me.
Yay. Good job, Tony.
Alright, we've got like 5 minutes until I told folks we were gonna go.
Taking it off.
Kicking it off. Oh yeah. Vice
hope it goes
presidential
well.
debate live what now?
That's starting now.
Yeah. Or must have started at like 7.
Sorry, I'm being so quiet. I feel like I'm being very
Yeah, I'm ready to-
uncharismatic.
I'm just bad. I'm like catching up on the chat here.
Love our chat.
I'm not used to having like. This is a whole new world for me.
Oh yeah.
I suppose you'll be getting used to it pretty soon.
I hope so.
When Abby and I started streaming, I was just on dedicated read the chat to Abby duty.
Well, I do streams with no sleep Saturdays every now and then. We'll do like a live story thing, but even I never have the chat up. My screens are all preoccupied with music stuff, so I don't have the luxury of seeing what people are saying about us.
Creus and Acreus, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Oh, Creus is here.
Oh,
I bet
is
one of my friends is also Thumb York is bad.
Ah!
My friends are showing up.
That's so
Oh,
fun.
that's
Welcome.
great. Glad to have you.
Yeah,
Welcome
a lot
to
of
the channel.
Tom York jokes
I
amongst my
see.
friends. God damn it, Chris.
Doing those live live streams, doing like the live music must be stressful. How is that?
A no sleep live stream is not stressful for me because I guess I'm kind of used to it with the live shows. It's kind of the same thing. And most of the time I'm just improvising anyway. But I think for the actors, it's all pretty short notice, so they have to have their lines or like the script, all marked up so they know where they're going and everything.
Whoa.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do, just as a final preparation?
Amazing for all of them.
I am going to dig into my emails, and I'm gonna try and pull up all the exchanges we've had for each song. Just to have
to
on
see
hand.
like
I
what
don't know.
our
Look, I mean, we've given you some like wild one sentence instructions for something that you've gone on to hit out of the park. So
I'm trying to think of I think Avery stood out the most as far as that goes.
yeah, that was good.
Oh, we have somebody to ban.
I will ban you.
Yay, thank you.
Oh, the ban hammer comes out.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's not the first bot. We get them pretty fast.
Oh, man.
Thank you. We've really made it. I feel like every time now we get a bot.
Yeah,
That's how you know things are going well.
exactly. Alright, up 3 minutes still.
And we, of course, can't possibly start before. Well, to be fair,
No, we
that
told
would be a
people
whole
on
song's
Twitter.com
length.
Yeah.
that we were,
We can't be liars.
We made our
exactly.
bed.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Tom York actually is an asshole? Wow.
Oh, that bums me out.
Dang. Well, don't learn
Never
anything
meet
about.
your idols.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I can't say I'm particularly surprised.
Yeah.
There's just a level of fame that once you hit it, I feel like it's hard to continue to be a nice person. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's exceptions. There's Tom Hankses in the world.
Yay. At least there's one good person.
Yeah.
That we know of.
Yeah, maybe after he dies, people would be like, actually, he
Yeah.
was really
Who is the
mean to
most
dogs.
famous person that's the maxed out as fame and nice levels?
Yeah.
It might be Tom Hanks.
Jeez, C.S. Jones, he threatened to break an interviewer's leg. Well, that's
That's
even less.
No.
That's even more not nice than I thought. Oh yeah, Keanu Reeves is an all-around.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
he's
for
nice
sure.
dude. He cares about
Donating all
never-
his salary to the crew.
Yeah. Bottom all motorcycles, all that, all the fun Keanu stories.
Oh, you
Oh,
know, that's
no.
fair. All right, let me do one last tweet. I'll just have you
Oh, you can
retweet yourself.
retweet and say, about to start, and with that little winky one I like, with the 0 for a mouth.
Yeah, sure, you got it.
Thank you. My computer's too far away for me to type on it, so I have
Yeah,
to
also,
have
you don't know, like, what delicate thing is going to break.
Yeah, if I touch anything on the whole Streamlabs situation.
Folks who are here and who have not played our video game, I've got a bot that every 10 minutes spams chat with a link to play the first episode for free on Steam, or to back our Kickstarter. I think it's good. People seem to think it's good.
Yeah.
One of these days we'll get enough reviews on Steam that will be in that overwhelmingly positive bucket instead of just very positive and like very positive. Yeah, that's whatever.
For
An
now,
80%
we'll just have to
user
deal
score
with that.
is the bottom cutoff there. Like that's nothing.
What you do?
I'm gonna hit play
Oh,
on the
right.
soundtrack.
Forgot.
So
That's my
yeah,
Oh,
so
boy.
we're going to
Yay.
listen to this whole soundtrack.
We listen to it a lot.
It should, Brandon, I have no idea when it'll be up on streaming services, but that's in the works.
It's in the process. Currently on Bandcamp and Spotify and Apple Music and all that should be soon.
Awesome.
It would have been sooner, but there was a small hiccup with Spotify. So.
Right. We could not have question marks as the track title.
Dang.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I don't know if that like resets my place in the queue as like their like inspection process, but I hope not. We'll find out.
Yeah, I mean that was something we were stressing with Steam, the whole chunk leading up to release.
Oh yeah. Just
right.
do any edits cause us to restart.
Because sometimes we had to do edits.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit play on this first track.
Yay.
All right, Abby, you've got like
I'm
2
prepared
minutes
for volume.
to draw the house.
From memory, I don't even have a picture up.
I like this track.
It's a spooky house.
Good call with hiring that banjo player too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
People
Trina
love
Emig is her name. Yeah, I couldn't believe all the comments about the banjo, and I was just scared out of my mind to write for a banjo. It was totally foreign territory.
I had no idea. I was just like, it's kind of like a guitar, right?
I guess.
Sorry. But thank you. I really appreciate it. It really gives the ambiance you're looking for.
Creus and Aprius asks, I have a question for Brandon Boone, parentheses, noted famous composer. How much D-Gent 8-string guitar riffs were used?
0, Chris. 0. Chris is the worst. I can say that because I know him.
Incredibly fast. Hi, Reeler. Welcome.
That is crazy how fast you're drawing that house.
Thank you. I had no idea I had this in me.
Wow, it's almost like a large part of your professional start was speed drawing entire comics in a competitive environment. Yeah, I don't have. I think we just gave you notes for the title track like over a call. I'm looking at the email thread right now. It seems like you sent us something, and then we immediately were like, "This is perfect." And then
yeah, I don't remember. Like you guys sent me the like some examples of like kind of hokey stuff, and that's when I got very scared because that's very new territory for me.
House. I did it.
Oh, look at that!
Thank you.
Incredible.
Who's next? Oh yeah. The music's a little loud.
Yeah, hold on, wait. Well, that turns Brandon down is the issue.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go in to the browser.
I can get closer to the microphone if that helps.
Yeah, get a little closer to the microphone. I
Hear all of my
assume.
noises.
Oh, is there no way to change the volume level specifically on Bandcamp?
I don't think so. I was looking for that earlier.
Oh, there might not be.
All right. Yeah, just get closer.
Okay. You could play them from Dropbox.
Oh.
There's a volume thing there, but that's
Well,
Yeah,
we can
I don't think that
afterwards.
has like album play though.
right. Yeah. We'll just cycle through.
This sounds better to me though.
Okay. I'm sure they'll let us know in
yeah.
the chat.
Yeah.
And if worse comes to worse, we can.
Yeah. So I believe this track we asked you to do the dance macabre, but with synths.
Yeah.
That was all the direction we gave you.
Which is funny. I don't know if you have started that show on Netflix, Ratchet, yet.
I have not.
That's the theme song for the show. I started watching it today and I was like, oh, this song.
Love that song.
But yeah, I guess with that I just thought of like what made that song appealing and kind of like the way it kind of felt danceable like that. So I just went with a waltz feel.
Well, you did a super good job.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And Hateful Taco, you are more than welcome to ask Brandon any questions you have about the music.
My answers will be like, yes, there are notes in there. Sometimes more than one at a time.
Hateful Taco asks, how did you make the banjo so sad in all caps?
Oh, is it sad? I don't know. It's in a minor key, but minor key makes it sad.
I'd say it's mournful.
Yeah, I wanted to give it that kind of I don't know, not maybe not lonely, but isolated kind of feeling, I guess.
Yeah, I'll pull it off. May I offer you some
Thank you.
boiled peanuts in these trying times?
He is done.
We gotta do that as a meme for
Yes.
the Twitter.
I keep meaning to do it.
I could be
Have
tomorrow.
either of you had boiled peanuts?
Yes, I grew up in the South and I adore boiled peanuts.
You
I
made
do
them for me.
I've made them too.
I enjoyed them.
love
I don't know if I would like these
Me too.
boiled peanuts specifically.
Yes.
No, just a bag of them.
Yeah,
From some stranger on a bus.
still wet.
Yeah, and dripping.
Yep.
That's why. I've never taken the peanuts, even as the powerful build. I never take them.
Gosh, you're missing out.
All right.
Oh, how's the music now, by the way? Folks have not said anything, so I'm assuming it's good.
So much boiled peanut hate.
I feel bad. I started it because I wrote all those mean lines about boiled peanuts.
Alright, we've still got like a minute or so left on the song, maybe? Or
Really?
wait, no, I think it's wrapping up.
Okay, this
Well,
is
next gap you have, Prius and a Prius, Brandon's friend, is asked, could you please draw a picture of Brandon and Prius in Brandon's car, which happens to be a Prius.
That's
Alright,
true.
we've got Tabitha's now. I think we
Now,
just
Tabitha-
gave you the game without music, and we're like,
Yeah.
write a song for this character.
Yeah, Tabitha came about a little bit later. So yeah, I think Tabitha and I think it was Tabitha. I think Tabitha might be the only character I saw in game before I started music whatsoever.
I think you saw the bus guy, right? Oh, before you started music for them.
Right.
Yeah, because I think we tried with Avery to give you a starting point, and that was like the one track that wasn't quite working from the beginning, so we just
Right.
wound up circling back and giving you that scene without any music, and then you completely hit it out of the park.
Well, thank you. Yeah, Avery's one. It's weird. I mean, I guess I'll save that for when we get to Avery's thing. But yeah, Tabitha is I don't know. She's a really interesting character because I don't know. I feel like the interactions can vary quite a bit. Like you can try to soften her up, but she's always pretty stern.
Yeah.
So I really wanted that to come through. Oh
Perfect
wow, look at
plush here.
that.
Beautiful.
That's incredible.
Scares Abby. This was her
I like it.
birthday gift this year.
Did I pull any inspirations for I'm trying to think if there was anything that you may have sent me for Tabitha in general. I don't think there was any kind of inspiration. It was just stern music. Try to be stern and
Yeah, I think it was very much just here's the character. We
Yeah.
were thinking of not having music in these scenes, but it feels like
That's
something's
right.
missing when we're playing through it.
yeah, that was a kind of a last minute call on even having music for her.
Yeah, like I will say, we went into this game expecting we would want a lot less music and we'd lean on silence and background sounds a lot more. But then you kept doing such a good and fast job of every track that it's like, well, alright, this person needs a theme now.
Thank you.
It's Tabitha.
It's oh wow, that's incredible.
Thank you. Thank you. I've actually been on Drawfee before.
Am I a
Oh,
connoisseur
yeah.
of game music? I wouldn't say like I don't. I definitely listen to it, and I've definitely grown up playing video games, and I've always enjoyed the music in video games, but I would not call myself a connoisseur.
Alright.
I listen to more film music than game music.
I feel like Stella took a couple stabs too, but I don't remember.
Stella took the most stabs. A lot of
That's
stabs
right.
from Stella.
Yeah, that's right.
I think if I could actually maybe pull that up because I have all the attempts still saved. As my
Oh
face
man.
glows in the computer light.
When people get to Stella's theme, they like stop in their tracks and are just like, "Oh my gosh, this music is so good."
Yeah. Brandon, I don't remember. I don't think we sent you this playthrough, but we should try and pull it up for you. But one of the streamers we hired to play the game, like a very like multi-talented person, and yeah, like is a rapper on top of a streamer and a YouTuber. And when he got to this song, was just so overcome by the beat that he spent like 3 or 4 minutes freestyling about the game
what?
too.
I gotta see that.
Yeah,
That's
was
awesome.
great.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's just old drum machine emulators and software. So I just found that was the 6th attempt it took for Stella to get that right.
Gosh, I feel like everything else was pretty much one attempt.
But I mean, I'm glad that you pushed back on that, because I really am happy with how it turned out.
Yeah.
And it just, and a lot of the earlier stuff was Stella, because Stella was the first one I did, so it really helped, like all that kind of back and forth really helped kind of get the tone in general, I think.
Yeah, no, I definitely think so. Yeah, and just like her general sound is tricky because it's kind of sad, it's kind of got that lo-fi beats to chill / study to, but it has to be inquisitive on top of all of it. There's like so many emotions that have to go into this one, whereas a lot of the other characters we could kind of nail down a singular feeling.
Yeah, that's one thing that I struggled with a little bit with Stella is with what you'd sent me, it was all kind of more upbeat stuff, so I was trying to figure out what you liked about the upbeat stuff, but then bring it down a bit and kind of make it a little bit sadder.
Yeah,
and
I
still
think,
keep a beat to it.
Yeah, and I think some of that was just our own catalog of music we could think about being limited, where we couldn't quite find what we wanted.
But I think that's great. Like sometimes when I work with different people or directors or whatever, and they'll try to explain it to me in a different way, and I think if you can give me like the best interpretation that you yourself enjoy, then I can kind of pull from that rather than trying to get like, oh, I really like how it sounds sad here and this, like trying to be too specific. Just kind of be like, to us, this character is this, and I can just go from there rather than. It's weird when people try to be like too musical in their explanations. Like, no, I just want the feelings. Tell me how you feel about this character. It's way easier that way.
Well, I mean, clearly it was an effective way to communicate.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Oh no, let's see, did I just tell you Avery stuff? Oh, hold on.
I can't hear the music, so I don't know how far along we are.
Oh, we are partway through Avery's song.
Avery is maybe my favorite
Yay!
soundtrack.
Yeah, I think we were pushing for like a Bowie vibe, and then you went with someone who listens to a lot of
Listens to
Bowie
Bowie.
vibe. It's great.
Because with going with the Bowie stuff, it's so guitar heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm a bad guitar player, and I don't like to play guitar all that much. And so I just wanted to find a way of like, I don't want it. I felt like if it was like a Bowie amount of guitar, it would have been too much. It would have been too distracting.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I wanted to just have kind of like those like little power riffs that go throughout, which I'm really happy. I thought they were quite catchy. So the character has this really cool, I don't know, suave aspect to him, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like it's definitely true just with creative pursuits in general that good stuff often comes from not being able to or not wanting to do something a certain way and kind of putting those limitations down.
Totally agree. Yeah, Avery just struck me as this very confident character, and I really wanted that to come through.
Yeah, I'm very glad we rewrote Avery.
Yeah, me too.
The original version was...
I don't even remember what it sounds like, to be honest.
Oh, I'm just thinking rewriting the character
Oh, okay.
Because
They used to be a huge dork.
okay, I
Oh,
guess
really?
we have a Stella in the Woods now. Yeah, yeah, no, original Avery, I think this was before we decided we wanted a 5th dateable character. So original Avery was just like, I don't know, this character's like incredibly dorky younger sibling. Instead of someone who, as one streamer described it, exudes sex, which I feel like is a good way to describe Avery.
That's what I gathered. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Woods theme, which is a like toned down version of Stella's theme.
Stella. It's a play on it. It's a lot of the electronic aspects removed and replaced with acoustic guitar, more campfire feeling.
Yeah, this was originally written for a scene where you were going to be sitting around a campfire with her, which then became the sitting in the overlook scene, and then this track was just so good that we reused it like in 3 or 4 other places.
Right.
Hateful
I
Taco.
would say my favorite part about that scene is that if you're the powerful build, you can just eat all the snacks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, missing questions here.
I think just the one at the bottom. A lot of comments, but not many questions. Oh, we all. We've got some questions from your friend.
They are the worst. Just wait them out. They'll get bored and leave. Oh, Hateful Taco did ask about film inspirations. We'll get to that in a minute with one of the upcoming themes, I think. The stuff that I use, the instruments, I actually went a whole new direction with my whole workflow for this game. I got a new dial. I started using Ableton, and then I got a lot of sample libraries of old synthesizers, like the old Korg MS-20s, the M1, the Triton, the Monopoly, the Poly 6, and then I also got this whole huge, it's called the Vintage Vault from UVI, and it's got just loads of synthesizers from the 70s and 80s, anything by Roland, Moog, sequential circuits, all that kind of stuff. So it's really easy to find the sounds that you would have heard in the 70s or 80s.
We really appreciate all the work that you put into this. To like.
Oh, it's been an absolute blast. It's been so much fun.
Yay!
Choir had a Triton. The Triton's really cool.
Wow. You are keeping pace with this really fast.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm just watching like.
Aw, thank you. See if I can remember the way that Duke's old face looks.
Duke.
I have a few set old faces that I like to use.
So say, speaking of synthesizers, here's Duke, where there's not really any. It's all just guitar and stuff.
Yeah.
Duke is probably the closest to like the back when we first started talking about the game with the theme song for it, you know,
Yeah.
with the banjo and guitar and the vocal center type of feel and sound to it.
Yeah, I didn't expect at the beginning how much we would move in the synth direction, but I'm very glad we did.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a really cool combination. I remember when you first reached out, and it was like the song recommendations were all either like folk and acoustic guitar, or like synthwave.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let's combine these two.
I'm so happy. It's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, it wasn't a combo. I don't think I mean, I had no reference for it, so clearly I didn't really see it before.
Yeah,
Gosh.
and it's fun to explore that.
Hateful Taco says, I promise you I'm older than Duke. Duke's pretty old.
How old is Duke?
How old is Duke? I'm not.
I would say 60s.
Yeah, 60s. Like he has an adult son. For the few of the folks out there who thought that Bo might be a husband, Bo is just his son.
boy, Bo.
Was the bass line an actual bass or a down-tuned guitar?
It is a down-tuned guitar. It's not like it's on software. It was just I took the acoustic guitar sample library I used and pitched it down, and then used that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's beyond.
It's really easy. There's so basically I can just load the guitar sample library into this thing called Contact, turn that pitch knob down the amount you want, and you're good.
That's still beyond. Like I understand like this little nugget of your workflow, but music, like writing music, is one of those creative endeavors that I don't know. It seems impossible to me.
That's how I feel about both of your works. I can't draw, and I don't even know, like, the concept of coding anything. I don't even know if it's like a program, and you just have to like beep boop in numbers and stuff. Like, I have no idea how video games are made.
I can pull up what the inside of the game looks like and dump a
Now what?
screenshot into chat real quick. This is chicken and/or ditchlings. I would say do ditchlings on this, and there's the
right.
escalated version of the track
Because
right
that
afterwards.
one's really short, right?
Yeah, each version of this track is like a minute and a half,
Yeah.
2 minutes.
These are the In the Woods,
Yeah.
and then Deep in the Woods. Now this is where, okay, speaking of film inspirations, there was one thing that was mentioned was the It Follows.
Yeah.
So I pulled up this is the scary themes are the only themes where I veer away from the old synthesizers and I use modern ones. So I use something called Serum, which is FM synthesis, which is frequency modulation. So it's really customizable in the sound. So I can actually I like took classes with Phil, who did all the sound effects, sound design for the game, and he taught me how to make the sounds I want to make using Serum, which was pretty cool. I really wanted that It Follows, just that, like the bass and like the really high end stuff. It's so good.
I'm
I
so
love that
happy
movie.
about that. Me too. I kept sending you tracks from it, just like make this, make something like this.
Which I love because if you go to my Apple Music page, it says similar artists and Disaster Pieces down there. So I'm like,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Ditchlings are a very Abby monster.
Yeah, I draw a lot of doughish things with strange flesh. I think that's what I gravitate towards.
Here's another
Dope
Abby
boys.
monster.
Here's a screenshot of what some of the code looks like.
I'm gonna open it. See, I have no idea what that means. I can't understand.
And
That baffles me.
This is a pretty straightforward version of it. There's some moments like where we have like kind of timed animations or timed transitions where it gets uglier, but for the most part, so this is starting within one of the decision trees. So the first line is formatted to be italicized, and then the colon at the end, and everything being indented just is showing that everything under that is like sub to that selection. But yeah, for the most part, it's you pick sprites for everything that's in a given scene. You show whatever sprites are going to be associated with the line of dialogue. You do the line of dialogue. You change the sprites again. We also have a little peek at what the code behind the relationship system looks like there, where in this case, like if you're emotionally open with Stella and agreeable, and you're not adversarial with her, She gets kind of stoked that you two are a content creator in a similar way to how she is. Otherwise, she's a little closed off and cold about it.
Baffles me.
Yeah, all of that looks like nonsense to
Girls
me.
are trying.
The one cool thing about the Woods themes is that there's 2 rhythms going on. That's one thing I do remember about that.
Yeah.
So it really feels jarring.
You
Is
know,
it
you're
very
doing this
seldomly-
one new track, Abby.
Uh-oh. What
What's
track are we on now?
New track.
Oh, it's the,
It's the slime / decision one.
oh, you want the decision, not the...
That's up to you. Are you doing the slime?
I'm just drawing another dish sling. But I guess I could do...
Just a takeout container. You only
Oh,
have
you
like
wanted the
30
slime.
seconds left.
It's a short track.
Yeah.
The panic one. Yeah. I had no idea about the slime until I watched you play it. I not once did I ever choose those options.
Yeah, very few people even click on the takeout.
I don't know
They'll
if
look
this
at
is
the
going to be bad.
they'll look at the mayonnaise.
Sorry.
What's that?
Nothing. I'll erase it.
To be fair, I would normally just try to get to Avery as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, get to town, get to town.
Perfect.
Okay, now we're on to Sybil.
Oh god. I'm out of paper.
At least Sybil's is kind of long.
Yeah, Sybil's is like 4 or 5 minutes, something like that.
I love this one.
I do not make progressive doom metal, but Crius and Aprius loves progressive doom metal.
So this is something that we can share because we have firmly decided we are not doing this. But earlier on in development, Abby and I were talking about, or at least had a running joke about how like every single, or like a lot of the major decisions in the game, if Gretchen were still alive, would be choosing between saving Gretchen and saving someone else. Such that, like, if Gretchen managed to survive until the end of the game, it would be, in exchange for devastating the entire town.
It seemed like a little much.
So save the dog and everyone else dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, the Gretchen surviving would instantly win, like, the final encounter of the game for you.
That's awesome. That would be so cool.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think this will probably be the only Gretchen decision for the game, especially if Gretchen's already dead, then we have to figure out a different way to frame whatever that decision would be. Seems like a hassle.
Right. Sybil was another one that took a couple shots to get right. That's when you sent me the art.
Oh,
The
yeah.
build wasn't ready yet, so you sent me art of Sybil. And then I think I just started. I don't know. I have a 4-year-old who loves the Labyrinth, so we watched the Labyrinth a lot, and I was like, well, I think I get that kind of vibe from Sybil, so that's what I went with.
Nice.
Yeah,
So,
trying to
a
find
bit more
description I
Bowie.
gave you. Oh yeah, wow, we had like 44 emails about.
Yeah, Sybil was a tough one. I wonder how many shots I took of Sybil. Let me see.
Yeah, let's see. What do we go with? Oh yeah, Gandalf the Grey, but with yoga and scented candles instead of pipeweed was, I think, the final word we gave you.
Okay, it was only it was the fourth or third I sent you for Sybil.
Okay.
So not too bad.
Yeah, we just had a lot of emails there.
Yeah.
Right, because we were also talking about whether we wanted extra tracks at that point.
Right.
It was only like a couple weeks ago. It feels like it's been months since this thing has come out.
Yes.
Right. Soph is asking, when it comes to the music and the sound effects, was there crosswork to make the music and the sounds go together for the scenes, or does Brandon hand off the music? I just handed it off pretty much, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically, Phil, the sound guy, did the final like mastering or mixing for every track, just making sure the levels were set with the sound effects.
Phil's awesome.
Yeah, but I think, I don't think we really gave Phil musical cues. We just gave him a very long and very descriptive spreadsheet asking for like 200 different files.
I think he probably prefers that, and he's like a robot. He just churns stuff out.
Yeah, no, it's incredibly fast.
Yeah. And he's used to dealing with my music, so.
Yeah.
Cozy vibes. She definitely has cozy vibes. I can't believe how fast you drew her.
Yeah, it's incredible, especially all that detail. Oh, are you gonna? Oh, you're drawing like non-PJ's Kanika. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Kanika.
Non-PJ's Kanika.
Because absent next episode's gonna be dope.
I liked doing hers a lot because it was, I don't know, again, this was where I had to go off of art and a description, so it was, like, very intelligent and calculated.
Yeah.
And sciencey.
Yeah, got a good vibe. This was another one of those tracks where people would, when playing it on stream, just kind of stop what they were doing and listen to it for a couple minutes. Yeah. I've also been very entertained by seeing people on streams like fall in love with Stella and then like meet Kanika a little while later and be like, oh, whoops, I'm just gonna.
This is the one I want to pursue.
Yeah. You had me at Sailor Moon shirt. Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, sure. 2 weeks is 5 months in 2020 time.
I wonder how many people get kind of caught off guard when her theme, because the drums kind of kick in at a weird point. Like, you don't really expect it for the song to pick up, I feel like, as much as it does. So I hope that catches people off guard and they're into it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think everyone's loved this theme.
Sounds like Knight Rider.
Yeah.
I think this one helps give that final burst of energy you need to finish out the episode. Because you've got like this crazy peak in the woods, but then the earlier stuff in Sybil's house is very wind down vibes. And I think it's great to have this here just to sharpen things a little more.
Your work is not done, as they say.
People Talkers mentions the bass line. I've heard the song 4,000 times, but I want to pull it up so I can hear it.
Where's all my paper at?
I gotta remember. Okay, now we've got question mark.
Uh-oh.
We won't tell y'all what this is
Well,
for.
I'm gonna draw for it.
which will be known as unknown on Spotify thanks to their shenanigans.
Yeah. Alright, I'll just draw something spooky. Draw Wayne.
Yeah, it's not
This
Wayne's
is not
theme,
Wayne's theme.
but I'll draw Wayne.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were gonna like try to It's a pretty good way to describe it, I think.
Yeah, I think this track's like a little louder than the others.
Yeah,
Hard to hear voices.
I am.
Oh well, this is the last track, so you'll be able to hear us plenty good afterwards. I'm just assuming my voice projects.
Very soft spot.
You won't say Hills of Dryad. Yeah, a lot of people thought that this was Zombie Duke.
Aw, thank you, CS Jones. Oh,
But
Yeah, it's incredible, Abby. Well done.
oh, thank you.
yeah. But if you're in a world state where Duke is dead, he definitely no longer has both eyes.
Yeah. Well, good. It wasn't him. He's got a miner's jacket on.
Yeah.
Different man. But
Some
that's
people
okay.
picked up on
I
it.
understand
Something.
that.
I honestly was
think it'll be-
surprised that as many people as there were picked up on the fact that he was wearing a miner's jacket,
Yeah.
because you see them in the background of a couple lines of dialogue, and then you don't see them again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, good. I'm glad people have cataloged that as miner's uniform. So, alright. I did it! I can go
Yeah,
back
well
through.
done.
Thanks!
That was incredible.
Where did it start? Started with the house. For people who weren't here, got the house. Bus guy, Tabitha.
So how many total things did you draw?
I
In
drew
There's like
40
13
minutes.
tracks,
1,
right?
2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14?
Yeah, because you drew 2 ditchlings.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hooray! I've still
you
got
count
the
Gretchen?
juice. I
Oh yeah, did you count
Sure.
the various Gretchens?
I did
Did
not
all the
count.
Stella
Gretchens.
holding Gretchen count as 2 things?
There she is.
Do Stella's hips count as a 3rd thing?
Ho ho. No, some of these are on the back of important pieces of paper. I think it's these two.
Oh, there we go.
Those would be a fun Kickstarter pledge. Though it very much seems, and I assume this is, we talked about this a bit last stream, I feel like just the state of the world, the state of COVID and the economy has made it so that folks are not really backing at big original art type tiers.
Yeah.